Starting with Kelly's work, you know, Kelly, all of your examples on the left sides look good. Um, when I use the color picker on the right side sets, it just happens that the colors meant to match in those sets do not all match. For instance, in assignment 3, there's a little disparity between the center swatch on the right side of the right set and the one beneath it. Those are meant to be identical. Same goes for the center swatches on right side in assignment 2. So it's hard to judge those. However, the left side sets all look great. You got it. In fact, what you did in assignment 2 is pretty astonishing there. I'm thinking about assignment 3 on the left side, and I think you need to desaturate the center swatch on the right, which would mean using a more saturated color for the backdrop, and that might mean you need to juggle things on the left side with the left side backdrop too. Okay, taking a look at Sarita's work, first assignment 2 is splendid. These are excellent color sets. Now on to assignment 3. Well, I'm looking at the left side set, and you know, if you want a color to look lighter, place it on a dark backdrop. I think you got things reversed there with the left side set in assignment 3. In the right side set, we've got a flaw. On the left, the center swatch and the swatch below do not match, so it's hard to judge that one. Well, Yolanda, you're a little mixed up here. I need you to go back and take a look at the assignment. In number 2, we're trying to take two same color swatches, identically the same, and make them look different by virtue of the backdrops they're on. In assignment 3, we are trying to take two different colors and make them look to be the same. So you're nowhere near here. I need you to revise this work and resubmit by end of day Sunday. So Nicole, all of your colors match where they're meant to match. Looking at assignment 2, that is very good work. You have a startling result in every color set. Now, on to assignment 3. You know, the left side set looks pretty good. And early on, I might have even said, hey, that's a good example in a draft. However, when I look at this, I'm wondering if on the left you want to add red to the center, which would mean you would need a cyan backdrop. Cyan's a tough color to work with because it's light in value, but you could try a tone of cyan. On the right side, you know, I think really what you want to do is swap the backgrounds, and you might get a better result. Okay, Carmela, you know, you've got some good color sets in assignment 2. Um, I like the bottom right one, for example, but in bottom left, the RGB values aren't matching in the color picker for those center swatches, so we can't really judge that one. Now, looking at assignment 3, I think that what you want at left of the left side one is to get that center swatch looking more green. You know, value-wise, you've done the trick, but you need the hue to shift, in which case I'd say you want something like a magenta, maybe a purple, magenta, or red backdrop. On the right, I think you've done very well. It might be that if you use a tint of yellow for the backdrop, you could get that center swatch of yellow looking a little bit darker. Okay, Crystal, good work here in assignment 2. I especially like the bottom right set. Bottom left, your center swatches are off by 1 digit. Now, assignment 3. Well, you know, I've seen the solution on left before, and I'm thinking, what could you do differently? Well, maybe instead of just trying to subtract yellow from the swatch with a yellow background, you could attempt to make it more orange looking by using a blue backdrop. On right, I think that you need your right side backdrop to be darker in value, and say if you wanted that more blue, maybe choose a yellow, orange, or red. For a yellow, you could use a shade because you'll need a dark value. Carol, this is very good work. I like your solutions for assignment 2. there is a problem with the lower left set. The center swatches do not match. Let's see, assignment 3. I'm wondering if with the left side set you could go even lighter with that pink backdrop. And that is a pretty good solution though, and I think the right side set is just about perfect. Okay, Michelle, looking at assignment 2, well, in the top left, I don't see matching RGB values between the two center swatches. And what's more is, we want to make those center swatches look different, even though they're the same, which means you need to vary the backdrop a great deal and really work the theory. And I don't think you've got the full effect here, and I'd suggest revising this and reposting by end of day Sunday. Now, on to assignment 3. Well, everything matches here that's meant to match. However, the center swatches in each set should wind up looking very similar. So, for example, on the left set and right side, what you'd want is a light value backdrop. That's going to make the center swatch look dark. And also, if you want the center to look more red, choose the complement of red on the digital wheel, which will be cyan. So cyan's already light in value. That should help. And there are different ways to get at the solution. This is one theory, and I think it sends you in the right direction. Now, on right, once more, the right side swatch needs to look darker. That means you need a tint or a backdrop. And I'll suggest a magenta because that's the opposite, the complement of green. And I think your blue could use some greenish-ness to match the one on the left. Okay, Craig. Everything checks out just fine in terms of RGB value color matches where things are meant to match. Your assignment 2 looks good. With assignment 3, the left side looks great. On the right, I think we need to think about the theory. Right side there, I think you need the center to look more yellow, which means a blue backdrop. Also, if the blue is dark, it should help make the center swatch look light. On the left there, I think you want to use a yellow to make the center look more blue. And if you need to, make that yellow into a tone to get the right value. There are a lot of things we can tinker with, and this is one suggestion I'm making to you. Kathy, this is great work. Everything checks out just fine with the color picker and matching colors. I think assignment 2 looks really good. With assignment 3, the sets look great too. I'm right. I was just thinking if you could make the right side swatch look a little less light. Maybe you overdid it with the backdrop there. So what would we do? We'd let the backdrop be a little lighter. Well, hi Israel. I'm wondering if you got a chance to read the Albers book. I don't see a good understanding of, especially assignment 3 here. With assignment 2, those center swatches in each set need to match exactly. And there's disparity. I can't make a judgment because your center swatches aren't actually the same color. The goal there is to take same colors and make them look different. Also, but your backdrops next to each other so that we don't have a little stripe of black in there. Now, you have 2 different submissions for assignment 3. In assignment 3, we want to have 2 different colors as center swatches, and we're trying to make them look the same. To prove that they look different, we're putting exact same colors below, side by side. So I suggest you rework this and repost by end of day Sunday. Hi, Jacintia. With assignment 2, things look okay. I like that bottom right set. I think the top right and the bottom left could be stronger. With assignment 3, I'm not sure you fully grasped the assignment. I'd suggest you try redoing that and reposting it by today, Sunday. The center swatches need to look the same even though they're different, and that's clearly not happening in the bottom set.